Hello everyone, I'm Charles. Welcome to Graphic Design Quick Start. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how to create panels of wood from a synthetic wood texture. We will be taking our previously created wood panel and duplicate it to this kind of panels, each with a unique texture. Let me show you how this is done. Let us go to our starting composition, go to the layers panel. As you can recall from our previous video, our final composition is 3000 by 1200 pixels. Let's go to the canvas and change the size of our panel. Go to image, canvas size, change the width to 3000, the height to 1200. Click on proceed. Let us click on the upward pointing arrow to hide the effects. Let us name the woodmaker layer to middle panel. Now we need to duplicate the middle panel so that you have both the top and the bottom panel. The normal process of duplicating is Command J, but when you're dealing with smart object, that layer is directly linked to the previous smart object. That means when you make a change on one, it is impacted on all. To make sure the layer is independent, go to Layer, Smart Objects, New Smart Object via Copy. Let's do that again. Layer, Smart Objects, New Smart Object via Copy. Let us rename this layer to Top, and the next copy to Bottom. Now let us change the positions. Click on Top to make it active. Go to Edit, Free Transform, Control T, Command T on Mac. Just in case you're working on the same size document as I am, change the Y position to 100. Right click on the layer, flip horizontal. This will help randomize on the wood grain. Click on the bottom layer to make it active. Go to Edit, Free Transform, Control T, Command T on Mac. Change the Y position to 1100. Right click, flip horizontal to help randomize the effects. Naturally, the wood panels normally have different lighting. Let us do that to differentiate our panels. Click on the middle panel to make it active. Go to the bottom of the layers panel. Go to adjustment layers. Choose brightness and contrast. Click on the creeping mask icon. Change the brightness to -10 and leave the contrast as is. Let's go back to our layers panel. Now we need to add a line between the panels. Click on the middle panel to make it active. Go to the bottom of the layers panel. Click on Effects. In a grow. We don't really need a grow. We need some shadow. Click on the color swatch. Change the hue to 35. Saturation 100. Brightness 20. Click OK. Change the blend mode from screen to multiply. Change the opacity to 25. Change the size to 6. Click OK. Now let us randomize our panel's effects so that the patterns from the middle to the bottom and top, they don't feel repeated. Double click on the top layer. Double click on crowds to change the pattern. Click OK. Now while you're changing the pattern, keep double clicking to make sure you avoid the tiny blobs. Double click again. Click OK. And on this one, the tiny blobs are few. While we are at it, let us change the motion blur spread. Change the distance from 200 to 350. This will help stretch the color blobs more. Close the composition. Click Yes on a mark, save. Double click on the bottom panel. Double click on the crowds to change the pattern. Double click again to avoid the small blobs. Let's go with this. Double click on the motion blur. Let us change the distance also to 350. Close the composition. Click yes, save or mark. And there we have our panels, all with randomized patterns. Before we finish, let us add some contrast. Go to the bottom of layers panel, click on effects, choose gradient overlay, change the angle to 100, change the gradient, double click on the color swatch, change it to white so that you have a gradient of black to white. Change the style from linear to reflected. Click on levels. Change the blending mode to overlay. Change the opacity to 15. Click OK. That is without the gradient. That is with the gradient. One more thing. Let us duplicate our wood panel to a final composition. Make sure the panel is open. Right click on a wood panel. Duplicate layer. On the document, choose the name of your final composition. In our case, it is called just text. Click OK. Let's go to a final composition. Now let's drag our wood panel to the bottom. And there we have it. Our composition is ready for embossing, which we'll do in our next video. That's it for today. Like, share, and consider subscribing to our channel so that you don't miss out on upcoming episodes.